Okay, so I saw this movie called Sucker Punch, directed by Zack Snyder. The same guy who made 300, Watchmen, Dawn of the Dead. You know, a personal favorite of mine. He makes some good movies, I think. A very talented filmmaker. The basic synopsis is this. Well, first, let me just say this movie's batshit insane. It is crazy. It is ridiculous, and I love it for that. That's my one line review. One line review. The plot is this young woman who is framed for this pretty bad crime, uh, and she's sent to an insane asylum, where in 5 days they will give her a lobotomy. So she has to get the fuck out, and that's where it kind of starts being like a video game. It's so that's kind of stylistically, it's visually similar. Uh, there's some, there's like scenery shots that are just like out of a video game. There's these Nazi zombies, undead samurais, robots on a train, dragons. Um, it's yeah. There's some there's some stuff in this movie. There's a lot of slow motion. Um, there's I mean, that's kind of his signature. That's a signature move of Zack Snyder's. He does a lot of slow motion. So if you've seen 300, which is probably his most popular movie, if you've seen 300, it has like a lot of that. Like they'll be fighting and punching, then slow mo for like 5 minutes. I think he has it down to a craft where I didn't really notice it too much, except there's this one particular 5 minute scene. But again, I was totally into it. I was just like, what the fuck? I was just like watching it. Um, but if you're not into that, if you're not into, the chances are you probably don't like his movies already. If you've seen 300 and Watchmen, and I don't think he has any slow mo Down of the Dead, but if you've seen his recent ones, chances are you may not like the action in here. Um, but if you're a guy who plays video games, then you'll probably love this movie. Um, because it is very sexual. This is a PG-13, but there's they're pushing it. They're pushing it. The way they're scantily dressed and stuff like that doesn't bug me, but I can see it turning off some people. I also see it turning on some people. That's really stupid. The casting. I think it's pretty good, but again, it's all just for show. I mean, he's very. I think he's very aware of what he's making. So the women are just for show. Emily Browning is gorgeous. Vanessa Hudgens is very. She's wonderful. She's a doll. Um, I think she's dead inside though. I'm good. Yeah, she has like this dead look in her eye. So very pretty to look at. Perfect smile. Dead inside. All the other girls are they're fantastic. Emily Browning, like I said, she's I think I'm in love with her. Yeah, it's pretty safe to say I'm in love with that woman. Jenna Malone, she's cool. She's down as fuck. Um, let's see. That's that's pretty much it. So if that sounded interesting at all, uh, check it out. The trailer does not lie. Check it out. And if it interests you, piques your interest, then yeah, go to the theater and watch it or give it a rent when it comes out. Um, it does not lie. It is one of the few trailers that does not lie, so that's a pretty safe bet. Um, I would recommend, if you do enjoy this movie, uh, there's like these two other movies recently that share the same kind of youthful exuberance that's like throughout the whole thing, just like the amount of energy that is just pouring through the screen. I would say, first and foremost, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and then behind that is Kick-Ass. Uh, Personal favorite of mine is Scott Pilgrim, so I would say check that one out first. If or probably probably none of those three. If you kind of view the whole thing as immature, then maybe check out Watchmen, because I mean there's some action beats in there, and it is a very serious movie. It kind of shares a similar thing with like The Dark Knight, where it's this comic book adaptation onto kind of set in this realistic world. So that's a review, and I might do an analysis, but I'm not too sure. Anyways, love you guys.